In the bustling town of Brooksville, where the divide between the haves and have-nots was stark, lived a young girl named Emily. Raised in a modest household by her hardworking parents, Emily possessed a keen intellect that shone brightly despite the shadows of financial struggle that loomed over her family. As she neared the end of her middle school years, Emily's academic prowess caught the attention of her teachers, who saw in her the potential for greatness. It was this potential that earned her a scholarship to attend the prestigious Brooksville Academy, an elite high school known for its affluent student body. The news of Emily's scholarship spread quickly through the town, sparking a mixture of admiration and envy among her peers. While some applauded her achievement, others whispered behind her back, questioning whether a girl from such humble beginnings could truly belong among the privileged students of Brooksville Academy. Undeterred by the skepticism of others, Emily approached her first day at Brooksville Academy with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Dressed in her best attire, which bore the marks of wear and tear from years of use, she stepped onto the immaculate grounds of the school, her heart pounding with anticipation. As Emily navigated the halls of Brooksville Academy, she couldn't help but feel like an outsider in a world of opulence and privilege. The students around her, clad in designer clothing and driving luxury cars, seemed to inhabit a different realm altogether, one where money flowed freely and status was everything. Emily's meager possessions and modest attire drew curious glances and snickers from some of her wealthier classmates, who viewed her presence at the school with disdain. Among the most vocal critics were a group of affluent girls who flaunted their wealth with every step, their laughter ringing out like a mocking chorus. Despite their taunts and jeers, Emily remained focused on her studies, determined to prove herself worthy of the scholarship that had brought her to Brooksville Academy. She poured herself into her schoolwork, immersing herself in books and learning, finding solace in the pursuit of knowledge. Emily's dedication and intelligence did not go unnoticed by her teachers, who were impressed by her academic excellence and unwavering determination. In the classroom, she distinguished herself as a standout student, consistently delivering top-notch performances on exams and participating eagerly in class discussions. It was during one such class discussion that Emily captured the attention of a fellow student, a young man named James. Coming from a wealthy family with deep roots in Brooksville, James was accustomed to the privileges that money could buy. Yet, there was something about Emily's intellect and quiet confidence that intrigued him. As they crossed paths in the halls of Brooksville Academy, James found himself drawn to Emily, struck by her resilience in the face of adversity. He admired her strength and determination, seeing in her a kindred spirit who defied the expectations placed upon her by society. Furthermore, as James and Emily spent more time together, their initial acquaintance blossomed into a genuine friendship built on mutual respect and admiration. James was captivated by Emily's intelligence and wit, while Emily found solace in James's kindness and generosity. Despite their different backgrounds, James and Emily found common ground in their shared love of learning and desire to make a difference in the world. They spent hours discussing their dreams and aspirations, finding comfort in each other's company amidst the pressures of high school life. As their bond deepened, James began to see Emily in a new light, his feelings for her evolving into something more than friendship. He admired her strength and resilience, and he longed to be by her side as she navigated the challenges of life at Brooksville Academy. In the midst of their growing affection for each other, James made a bold declaration of his feelings for Emily, confessing his love for her in a heartfelt letter. Emily, touched by his sincerity, found herself unable to resist the pull of his affection, and she accepted his heartfelt confession with tears of joy. To celebrate their budding romance, James planned a romantic dinner date for Emily at the fanciest restaurant in town. With its dimly lit ambiance, soft music, and exquisite cuisine, the restaurant set the perfect stage for a night of romance and enchantment. On the night of their dinner date, Emily experienced a whirlwind of emotions. It was her first ever date, and she couldn't help but feel a flutter of nervousness mingled with excitement. Dressed in her finest attire, she was greeted by James, who exuded confidence and charm. Despite her initial shyness, Emily was quickly put at ease by James's warm smile and gentle demeanor. As they entered the elegant restaurant, Emily's eyes widened in amazement at the luxurious surroundings. The soft glow of candlelight and the melodious strains of music enveloped them, creating an atmosphere of romance and enchantment. Throughout the evening, James's thoughtful gestures and attentive demeanor made Emily feel cherished and adored. He guided her through the menu with patience and grace, helping her select the perfect dishes to tantalize her taste buds. As they engaged in conversation, Emily found herself opening up to James in ways she never thought possible. She shared her hopes, dreams, and fears, basking in the comfort of his reassuring presence. Despite her initial shyness, Emily soon found herself laughing and smiling, completely captivated by James's charm and charisma. By the end of the evening, Emily realized that her first date with James had been nothing short of magical. It was a night she would never forget, filled with moments of joy, laughter, and newfound love. And as they bid farewell to the restaurant and stepped out into the night, Emily knew that this was just the beginning of their beautiful journey together. It was a warm spring afternoon when James and Emily found themselves alone in the quiet corner of the school library. Surrounded by rows of books and bathed in the soft glow of sunlight filtering through the windows, they shared a moment of quiet intimacy that seemed to suspend time itself. As they sat side by side, poring over their textbooks and exchanging notes, James felt a sudden surge of emotion welling up inside him. Unable to contain his feelings any longer, he turned to Emily, his heart racing with anticipation, and gently cupped her face in his hands. With a nervous yet determined gaze, James leaned in closer, his lips hovering just inches away from Emily's. In that fleeting moment, the world seemed to fade away, leaving only the two of them suspended in a bubble of anticipation. And then, in a rush of emotion and longing, James closed the distance between them, capturing Emily's lips in a tender yet passionate kiss. Time seemed to stand still as they lost themselves in the warmth and sweetness of their first embrace, their hearts beating in perfect harmony. As the sun began to rise over Brooksville, James would arrive at Emily's doorstep in his sleek, black Lamborghini, ready to whisk her away to school in style. The mere sight of the luxurious sports car parked outside her modest home never failed to elicit a smile from Emily, who marveled at the contrast between their worlds. With a charming grin and a twinkle in his eye, James would greet Emily as she emerged from her house, his gallant demeanor making her feel like royalty. Together, they would embark on the short yet exhilarating drive to Brooksville Academy, the roar of the Lamborghini's engine echoing through the streets as they sped towards their destination. Arriving at the gates of Brooksville Academy in a whirlwind of excitement and anticipation, James would bid Emily farewell with a tender kiss and a promise to pick her up after school, leaving her heart aflutter with anticipation for the day ahead. James's generosity extended beyond his relationship with Emily. He also sought to make a positive impact on her family's life. Upon learning of the financial struggles Emily's family faced, James quietly took it upon himself to lend a helping hand. He discreetly provided financial assistance to Emily's mother, offering to cover expenses such as medical bills, grocery costs, and other essential needs. His selfless gesture brought immense relief to Emily's mother, who was deeply touched by his kindness and generosity. Grateful for James's support during their time of need, Emily's mother expressed her heartfelt appreciation, thanking him for his compassion and thoughtfulness. Together, James and Emily faced the challenges of high school life with courage and determination, supporting each other every step of the way. As they stood on the cusp of graduation, they knew that their love had defied the odds and emerged stronger than ever, a beacon of hope in a world filled with darkness.